Hey guys, daily recap for April 26, 2022. Let's talk about what happened today. So, came into the day looking for a little bit of a pull down, a little bit of a pull down and a bounce. And right away we did get that out the gate, but we did get failure to the upside. On that failure, we decided to go after some puts today. We did the 420s, the 418s, the 415s. I did the 405s as well. And I know Citrini was on a whole bunch of other puts as well. The puts on the SPY obviously worked out okay. That was great. Out the gate, we did do some Tesla long. Got a nice little bounce out the gate, head fake to the upside into $1,000. We got about 3-4 points on that. We tried it again off the lows. That ended up being a flat trade. Ended up having to get out of that. Actually, we did the call, off the lows. We ended up exiting before the end of the day, and then obviously got that nice little pull to the downside. Meanwhile, we did short Tesla a couple times intraday for 3, 4, 5 points at a time. We did roll those puts into next week, the May 06 650s. I don't expect those to get in the money. I just expect some further capitulation to the downside and those to get juiced up on premiums because it is Tesla. That's how they work, or how it does work most of the time. So other names that we did long on the upside today, we did an HCA long. We actually did quite a bit of equity shop long. That was a good one. We did it long at the 432 area. Traded it into the 50 MA. That was nice. DWAC, we took this long at 38.40, I believe, 38.30. And we got a couple points on that, 3-4 points on that to the upside, so that was a good one as well. We tried some coin short. We ended up taking that one off flat. We did some UPST long twice today. Both worked out quite nicely. We did some Roku scalp off the lows as well. We got the curl. We did that, got a nice point and change on that one. CVRX, we swung this one long. Didn't really do anything. We were in FRGE long from the 1528 level. Trade that into the 2044 if you follow me on Twitter, or if you're in the room, I did guide it for free in the free Discord there, guys. So if you do want to join the free Discord, I do give out trades for free, and they are a lot of times bangers. We also did hour on the long side for a point to the upside from the 4. So actually 375 is where we were in long. Traded it to the 530 area, so that was a nice one as well. Some other things that we did on the equity side, we did do some, what was it, SV, let me just take a look. I always screw this one up, SKYH on the long side, right out the gate. And that one ended up working quite nicely for a push into the 12s there. Like I said, we did that UPST. Did DDOG long out the gate as well into the 224s from 124 from 121. That was a great trade as well. We took some MX short right out the gate, scalped that one to the downside. SSTK, we took this one short when it did pop towards the $80 level, traded that for 2 points to the downside. Nice little trade there. And other than that, there was another small one that we did. Oh, Veru. We're in this one long. We actually had 15 calls on this, 16 calls and 17 calls. 15 calls and 17 calls went over 100%, and those 16 calls went about 75%, so that was a good one there as well. Oh, and Shop we also did short in the morning as well to the downside, so that was a decent trade there. Other than that, on the equity side, again, higher hit rate. Some of the stuff that we took that didn't work, we talked about that coin, which you took off flat. USAG, we just, we took a starter on this one. This one ended up not working. 418 ended up getting out of this one around $4. And then we have that, like I said, CVRX overnight. And we actually have the FRGE warrants overnight as well, because they didn't actually make a move intraday, which was surprising because they are exercisable at $11.50. And the stock obviously traded up to $20, so it's a pretty big move there without a movement on the underlying. And Microsoft, I just did this one at the end of the day here, guys. It did get that initial pull, grabbed it around 266, traded into the 276 level, and now it's rolling over. So we'll see what happens there. Equity was good. Options, like I said, mainly on the SPY puts was the main, bigger trades today. Other than that, we had a couple different scalps on the option side. We had some Atur, which we swung overnight. We tried some Baidu, which ended up being a flat trade. We did some SPY calls, lottos, which didn't end up working. We did some GE puts, which worked out nicely. CVX 165 calls, which worked for about 30%. Not huge, major trade there. Netflix puts, which worked for about 30% as well. We did some Tesla 800 puts, which worked for about, I think it was 40%. Yeah, I'm just looking. So that was a decent trade there. WDC lotto calls, which ended up not working. Veru, we talked about the 15, 16, and 17s, which worked out nicely. We did some PM calls, which ended up being a flat trade. Twitter, which we ended up swinging overnight. Some lottos after that dip to the downside. I figured you know, it's worth taking a shot here at the 52 calls. And other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, we did some Citibank this morning for 30%. Low for about 15%. CVS for about 10%. We moved stops pretty quickly on that. Spot for about 12%. Little scalps this morning on a lot of things. We tried some MU62 puts. They ended up getting about 25% on that, but it was a 23-cent contract, so that's really nothing. Verizon, we took some of the 52 calls for 40%. Sorry, I'm just looking back. W calls didn't work. Oh, 25 calls on Sava we need to take this morning out the gate. That was the first 100%er. Got 111% on that. And other than that, guys, it was a pretty okay day on the option side. A little bit obviously choppy. Any of the calls didn't really work. The puts worked out okay, quite nicely, especially on the SPY. And I'm just looking at the SPY 415s are up, 300% at the moment. So that's great. Anyways, we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. Market in general is obviously got room. Broke that inverted head and shoulders to the downside, room towards 410.64. And yeah, we'll see if we do break that level. If it does break, market's probably going to be off a cliff into the 403.57 level pretty quickly. I'll be looking to roll out. And I do have hedges for SPY, Qs, and IWM on at the moment. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We do stream every single day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So feel free to pop in there. The link for the Discord is in the bio as well in the YouTube video here. There's going to be no YouTube stream tomorrow morning. And yeah, everything should be back to normal next week in that regard for YouTube streaming. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one and enjoy the rest of your day. Reach out to SpartanTrading.com if you have any questions.